Okay. Hello and happy day. Welcome to Leveraging Leads. Yes. I just went to a training yesterday on AI, and there was some technical difficulties. Things didn't start right on time. And it was a big event with like 3.4K people there, and I think it's all right. It's all right. And that is going to be our leveraging leads lesson. It's all right. But let's keep on beginning this thing. Happy day and welcome to Leveraging Leads. This is a safe space of support and enhancement to get leads, which are collaborators, referral partners, clients, customers, and even friends. Check out the pinned or ticking link to get on the email list. Let's make sure we have the right ticking link. Actually, I can see that we don't. It's Get Leads Thrive. Let me make sure I change that right now. There we are. Here's the one. Okay, here's the link. All right. And so let's see what else we need to do here. Um, you all, this is an action focused or action packed event. We're only here for 30 minutes, and we're going to tell you about how to create your powerful introduction so that you can actually create it. Yes. You're also going to get a weekly or not weekly. It's based on if you decide to sign into the form. You fill out the form, you get a database of all the leads that came through here and that people have completed the form. And also a visibility tip. So go ahead and get ready to put that information in that form, your powerful introduction. All right. So first we're going to go over gratitude, then the ingredients of a powerful introduction, the examples of a powerful introduction, our leveraging leads lesson, and then if individuals that are watching would like to take a stab at sharing their powerful introduction, we would love for you all to take a stab at that at the end of our time today. Daily reiteration and declaration of who you are is vital to build confidence and call forth your desires. Yes. Thank you, everybody, for coming on in. Thank you for even watching the replay. Remember to let us know what you're grateful for. Okay. So, happy to have you here, Keisha. Please, can you share what you're grateful for?
Um, yep, I am grateful for life. Yes, I'm wanting to get the engine going, so coffee is going to be my friend today.
Yes, yes, I understand that. Let me go. Here we go. That's your first trumpet of wake up, wake up, wake up. All right, we're going to wake up and we're going to start our day. Happy day to you, Keisha. I am drinking, I'm drinking ginger and turmeric tea this morning, and that's what I'm going to be, how it's going to help me get myself going. All right. But I am grateful for, Day, please let us know what you're grateful for. And I am grateful for, let's see. Yes, I am grateful for my tea. I am grateful for um, wind down, winding down at night. I am grateful for decisions, being a person that can make decisions um, and know that I know what I need to do. Yeah, without much. I don't have. For me, it doesn't take much. It's just like, oop, okay, let me make this decision, you know, and I move right on to what I'm making. I move on from that decision fairly quickly. Very, very decisive person. All right, so here's my right. So let's see. Day, did you put in what you were grateful for? I'm grateful for practicing free will. Yes. Okay. Okay. You know what? You know what? Some people are not doing that. They don't even remember they have free will to practice. So thank you for mentioning that, Day. Thank you so much. Okay, so now let's go into our next thing, which is the ingredients of a powerful introduction. I hope that you got your pen and paper ready because now we're going to walk out the ingredients of a powerful introduction. It all begins with who are you? Yes, who are you? Ask yourself that question. It is one of the most powerful and amazing questions you can ask yourself daily. You know what? When something goes on in your life, anything, you know, you get around a rude person, or you're feeling conflict in your relationship, or you your boss says something to you or does something. The question is not to even deal with this problem that you have with this situation, right? That conflict. The thing you should do is ask yourself, who am I? If you ask yourself, who am I? Then you're going to be like, wait a minute, I am this. So this situation that happened to me is not pleasing to me. So since it's not pleasing to me, apparently I must be in the wrong place. I must be involved in the wrong situations. Okay? So then guess what? You have the power to recognize who you are and then operate from there. Okay? So, who are you is number one. Number two is what do you do? That's the next thing. What do you do? And when we're talking about what do you do, we're talking about what is your credentials, your title, the things that what are the roles that you would like to acknowledge when you are sharing this introduction with someone. Okay. The next thing is who do you serve? Yes. Who do you serve? That'll be the target market, a group of people that you're serving. And you will be very clear on who those people are. Why do you serve them? That's their pain points. What is the pain that they're having? What is the problem that they are saying that they have? And it usually is a problem that you had that you've been able to move away from, or you are very cognizant about it so that you then are putting solutions in place and you're just sharing those solutions. Solutions is the next thing. How do you serve them? It's that solution. Then going back, you have a story. You have a story that has been created from it being the problem being your problem, you getting to a point where you have a solution and then you're able to deliver it to other people. But the way that you were able to walk through it is your unique value proposition. What makes you uniquely purposed to serve them is when you write this piece in. All right. Then who do you want to meet? It's very important to be intentional about who you are wanting to meet in the spaces that you go. I actually think it probably is best to make sure that you're very clear as you are moving here and there and doing different activities. Be clear on who you want to meet, because why are you going places where you don't want to meet the people you want to meet? Right? Anyway, then the next thing is, how do they connect with you? How do you nurture that relationship? You nurture that relationship by telling them the destination. You got to tell somebody where they're going to continue to be nurtured by you. Okay. So those are the ingredients of a powerful introduction. And now we're going to get an example of that from Keisha. Keisha, please share your powerful introduction.
Good morning. I am the Keisha Johnson. I am a loyal, grateful, And silly connoisseur of light, love, and laughter. I want to meet that person who has not traveled outside of their state, but has big dreams or has never had a dream and need to know a good place to go. I would love to talk to them because most Americans leave about $3 million worth of PTO on the table every month for the corporation which they work for because they don't take their time off. So let's get you off. Let's get you rested. Let's get you away and get you on a masterpiece vacations. Um, you're going to reach me at www.masterpiecevacations.com. Let me do all the work so you can do all the play. Thank you.
Yes, Keisha. Amazing, powerful introduction. Thank you for coming through, and you know, advocating for me to get out and play. You know, I like that. I want that. Okay. Let me share my powerful introduction. First, let me acknowledge Guided here in the space. Please let us know what you're grateful for, Guided. Keisha, you got anybody over there who wants to share what they're grateful for? So
no one has put in it.
Okay, all right. So let's check the other channels. Let's check. Nope, nobody yet. So please let us know what you're grateful for. We would love to hear it. We really would. It's amazing. Okay, great. Guided said, grateful for purpose. Come on through, purpose. Yes. You know what? Love that you woke up on purpose, in person, in purpose. Grateful for purpose. Yes. Oh my goodness. Love hearing it. Oh my goodness. I love hearing people talk about what they're grateful for. It makes me even more grateful. It is an energy, you all. It's an energy of excellence, of just centeredness and presence when you are in a state of gratitude. Let me share my powerful introduction. I'm Erica Kessie. I'm the son of the Thrivers, powered by love, wisdom, and celebration. I'm the universal mother. I am a multifaceted leader and creator. I listen, teach, lift, and bring clarity for activation and execution. As a therapist and CEO of Your Goal Concierge, we offer a plethora of options for leaders. Yes. And it all begins with commanding your thriving. But I don't want to talk about the Commander Club today. I want to talk about it's the holidays, y'all. It's the holidays. And I just put a post up today, and it says, it is confirmed my soul is tired. Lord have mercy. And if I know my soul is tired with all the efforting I do to make sure that I meditate and I center myself and everything else, I know that it's rough for people during this time. And I've always been a person that has been around for people during the holidays. I really am here. I even see people on the holidays as a therapist. But what I want to offer this year is holding space for the holidays, which is going to be a grief group. Okay. For all those people out there who are lonely and grieving, you leaders out there who need to be with someone, who would love to be with someone, we're starting on actually Tuesday, November the 25th, and we'll go until January the 6th. We would love to have you in the place if you are feeling lonely and grieving. You can go to bit.ly, bit.ly/YGC Thrive. YCG Thrive. And then you can go ahead and get yourself an intake and come on through and join the other people who have signed up for the grief group. Yes. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. All right. Now let's talk about this leveraging leads lesson. So excited about this today. The leveraging leads lesson is actually going to be, Lord, why I forgot what it was. Hold on. I'm going to call it Who Cares? That's what it's going to be called. Who Cares? All right. I'm going to call it Who Cares because I think that I recognize that some people and that we sometimes get caught up in situations, circumstances, interacting with people, and we're expecting for the people, the situation, the circumstances to change. But that is us trying to control others instead of us focusing in on who we are and who we should be in that space. If we are in a space that is not conformed to you, how you stand in the world, what you are specifically saying that your life is about, and you're in spaces and places and situations that are not fulfilling this pure essence of yourself, then you're the one that's abusing and neglecting yourself. Yes. The only situation where somebody they are their full selves and they cannot be empowered to get themselves in the right circumstances are children. When you become an adult and have autonomy, there is no reason that you should be suffering, that you should be in despair, that you should be sitting in hurt feelings and conflict. You should be actually maybe deciding what is the best plan that you should take in order to feel good. Now, let's step it back. Why is it important that we're talking about this regarding leads? Well, leads are all about going back. It is strategic planning partners. It is clients, customers, and even friends. And so these are relationships, right? And so a lot of times people have lots of different things that's going on in their relationships. So what I say is, this is a tip that I use. Well, I have two tips. One tip is recognize how you feel when you're interacting with anybody. It could be a client, customer, friend. If it does not feel like sunshine, okay, within 7 minutes of interacting with them, you should disengage. It doesn't mean that you don't want to engage with that person anymore. It just means at that very moment, they're not the best experience. So you are deserving of a life where you are having the best experiences. It doesn't matter if it's a client, a customer, a referral partner, your mama, your cousin. And as we're going into the holidays and us going and being around people who we have not been around, or maybe you hadn't been around them because, anyway, I'm not even going down that road, but I'm just saying, disengage from this interaction because basically you are hurting yourself. You're reiterating the pain instead of recognizing who you are, honey, who you are, and really standing in that despite anybody else's behavior. Okay? The only behavior that you can change is yours. And that is you enduring circumstances and situations and people that are not the best fit. In the moment, Day says, I needed to hear this today. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one. So let me just say that it's so vital that we really know who we are and we do not allow any situations to show up in our experience that are not what we want. This is our experience. You individually have an experience. And you can have control over that experience if you are radical about your thriving, and you say to yourself, no, I'm not going to allow myself, because it is an allowance. It's not anybody else's responsibility. It's yours. So that's it. So go ahead, Keisha, come on.
So, you said something very significant. Why 7 minutes? What is the significance of that 7 minute encounter?
Well, in 7 minutes, you'll know. You will know. It's okay. 7 means completion.
Gotcha. Okay.
It means completion. And so, and also sometimes when you go in the situation, you're kind of blindsided and you have to think, because basically the thing happens is you're going to do what you normally do with your trauma reaction interacting with somebody. So the goal is to recognize, oh my God, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Oh, okay. Because I'm triggered with this situation, I am not going to do what I normally do. Maybe I'm going to fawn. That means I'm going to try to please them. Or maybe I'm going to fight. I'm going to start arguing with them. Or maybe I'm going to run from the situation, and you haven't even recognized the reason that you're running. You just a runner, okay? And then maybe you say, you know what, you just kind of check out in your mind, which is flopping. And then so there's all these reactions. What I'm saying is, in order to get back centered into who you are, disengage from that experience. That should be your first thing, is to disengage so that you can get back to yourself, because they just blindsided you with circumstances that was not feeling real warm and comforting and beautiful, and they're not being an experience that you want. So you go gather yourself. All right.
Yeah, no, I know you're very intentional when you talk about numbers. So I know, it's like a 30, like a 10 in CPR. You don't come off the chest for 10 seconds to check a pulse, because that, there's a scientific thing. So I knew spiritually it was completion, but I didn't know if you had a reason why you chose, why 7 was the number.
Yeah. It means completion. That's why. And I have recognized myself to be in circumstances. It actually does. So 7 is the maximum amount of time that I'm willing, and that people should be willing to endure anything that is not a circumstance. You don't even want to give yourself 7. If you can figure it out, for example, with me, I could figure it out faster than that. But sometimes it takes you about 7 minutes to recognize, wait a minute, I'm in a situation. This is not a good situation for me. Actually, also 7 means it's a testing ground. So you're testing out if this person is a good fit to be experiencing at that moment. It also means faith, and it also means vision. Is this person taking you to your vision? Is this the vision of how you would like your interactions to be? So that's what I mean. Yeah.
Awesome.
And then Day says, I don't think I need the full 7 minutes. Great. You don't have to do the full 7 minutes at all. That's the maximum amount of time that I am willing, and I feel like anybody should be willing to endure somebody else.
Yeah.
So, what are your thoughts?
That's my thoughts were definitely spot on. You find whatever your time limit is. You have that. We got that intuition that says this is not good for us and it's uncomfortable. And if you can assess your uncomfortability immediately, remove yourself, then you want to say, okay, so that's the hot zone, right?
Yes.
Step into the warm zone and be like, what do we need? Are we doing the right thing? And then we get back in the cold zone and be like, all right, that wasn't good for me. Next time I need to do this. Now we're in the strategic planning of a situation like that. So yeah.
Oh, they said, sometimes I know before they even start talking. Yes. So we sometimes, and I love that you said that. Sometimes you do know before they even start talking, but you let yourself be so, because you're so accustomed to letting them interact. Because imagine if they came up on you and you was like, which actually I have done that, some people. Anyway, but I know that other people are not this willing, because this takes a radical stance. People not gonna like you if they already in a mood. They already not a good experience, and you say, they not gonna. They not gonna like you for real after that, because if you just blocking them, you like, nope, you're not coming here with that. That's gonna make it even, like, it's gonna be in a situation where they're going to feel rejected or whatever else, but that's not your business. Your business is you. Your business is how you feel. Period. All right. So you all, that's our time today. Thank you so much for being here, listening in. And for those who listen to the replay, I'm so happy that you were able to do that. Create a thriving rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Bye.